Good afternoon, Kamen Rider fans. I'm Kuchiri, and welcome back to the Kamen Riders Reviews podcast for this batch of Gavv episodes that we totally did not forget that it's been 4 episodes since the last podcast. We totally did not forget that, and is recording this in short notice with only just 2 of us. Hey, Fouls, what's up?
Nothing much. I definitely did not forget about this. Totally did not.
I totally did not just watch 4 episodes at 2 times speed with 3 of them I haven't seen yet.
Bro.
It's fine. I can watch stuff.
How you managed to do that?
Oh, I watched everything at 2 times speed on YouTube.
Oh my god. I can understand like 1.5, but like 2.2.
If I'm not being distracted by anything else, or if I'm doing something where I can just have my mind focus on the video, I can handle 2 times speed.
Oh, okay. I can do 1.5. That's the highest I can go.
Speaking of speed, we're going to be talking about speed here.
Bro is zooming.
So I guess we could start. As I was telling before this, I do like how Toei has been giving us very digestible podcast arc formats. We had the Sasori Orange 4-part for an entire episode of the podcast. Now we had the Final Form arc here for these 4 episodes.
We had like a Honto arc.
Oh yeah, we did also have a Honto arc.
And then the Lakia arc. They've been doing this very 4-episode structured, like you said, and I've been appreciating that.
It's nice. It's very nice. It's like you have your bigger arc of like 16 to 20 episodes, and then they're each split into 4 mini arcs of two, each one being 2-parters. But yeah. Speaking of our first arc, Shoma, after Lazelle's threat, has Rider Brain. He sees stomach all over the place, which is, I mean, that could come to haunt him, but I do like how they're addressing that. It's like they're always on the lookout for stomach.
Exactly. I agree. I like that. Can we talk about that room, by the way? Like, why did that look like the back rooms? Like, they chose the most barren place they could, but I guess, hey, it makes sense. It's supposed to be, drug collection place, backhanded place,
abandoned warehouse district.
Exactly.
Considering that you kind of have to go through the back rooms to get to the Granny world, I mean, I wonder.
God.
Yeah.
Didn't they have like a bathroom too?
Yeah, a bathroom was away in there, and we saw that even cruise ships can just have random. We saw a plane have we saw a plane have a door in.
We'll be talking about planes later.
Yeah, episode 1, Shoma fell from a plane while going through the dimension worlds.
Yeah, and then he somehow survived that.
No, I mean, he fell into some water, and he's fine.
He's fine.
Dente is working himself to death trying to create something. Is this going to be something ever since they purposely raised his death flag like 2 podcasts ago, and now like every 2 episodes they have to have him almost die or
I'm convinced this dude is going to die. Him and Lakia.
How many more fake outs though? How many more Dente fake outs do we need before he dies? Because we have one in this episode because he's trying to make the new Gochi Pod, which is the Final Form gimmick toy, and he works himself while starving, so he faints, and then is it 36 that Lakia runs into the cave and he's just asleep?
35.
Yeah, he's asleep because he's mid snack and he faints.
So stupid. But it's keeping us on our toes.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
It's just going to be a running gag, and this is going to be like we're in like the second to final episode, and you think it's another running gag, and everyone now has been fooled by his fake deaths, and it's like, oh, just get up, get
Exactly.
up.
Exactly.
You know, and it's just going to be one of those things where the music just stops. Hey, Dente-san, Oji-san, get up,
Get up.
yeah.
No, I get that.
I do like how they're also having this Inoue-san thing go on for a little bit longer. She's only the family's only once in this batch of episodes. It's it's just to introduce Valen running to Magen or the new bitter Gavv.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yep. Damn.
Yeah. Because Nilv, I can never remember how to pronounce his name. Yeah. The evil scientist brother has grafted Bear Gav's belt to Magen, which those scarring looks pretty gnarly though. That scarring looked really gnarly.
I was like, what the hell? There's been some graphic stuff in this batch, by the way.
It's Junko. It's all Junko. Junko, you gave Junko the tools, and she is just going to go out there. We talked about this in detail with Lupin Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that if you think about all the villains were wearing just dead people's skin, it's like, oh,
which
wait.
Is crazy. And I wonder if that's what they're doing here. They haven't really, I think, did they tease that kind of?
I don't think so. It'll be, if there's a random episode where someone looks at someone else and be like, oh, that's Kenji-kun. He went missing 2 years ago. While looking at someone's face that's a granite.
I feel like they are wearing dead people's face.
I mean, again, it's her MO. She did it once.
I wouldn't be shocked if she did it again.
Yeah.
But
because technically, like, Shista is dead and Jeep is wearing Shista's face.
True, very true. And that's some crazy shit right there.
I do like how Glada is you can see her toughness is breaking in these episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Because the second she saw Shista, she went from being like a dominatrix type towards Lizelle to what? Why are you wearing your? What the?
What are you doing to my sister?
Yeah,
or my brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting close to her character arc coming up.
I mean, Lango. It's implied that Lango's dead. I don't think Lango's dead. I don't think Lango's dead.
I have a theory video coming out about this, so I'll my thoughts on that. But I agree. I don't think Lango's dead.
They wouldn't have gone out of their way to do the scarring across his face if it
exactly.
wasn't. Yeah. Oh, hey, this guy named Foulplayz has posted a YouTube short that I just got a notification for.
Oh, like literally.
Gav's final form is broken.
Bro.
I just hilarious. Anyway, I also like how the group is kind of intelligent in this. Like between the incident in the first two-part and the lingo stuff, they're like, yeah, no, it's definitely this person, and this is why. Like they're
learning. They're learning how they operate, and I appreciate it, especially coming off of Godshard, where sometimes they were, not the brightest.
I mean, watching 20+ seasons of Heisei Kamen Rider, you have no idea how many times that's a trope where it's like, yeah, the audience knows what's going on from minute one, but like they have to spell it out in plain letters for the Kamen Rider of this season to realize something,
Exactly.
So it's a little fresh. It's fresh. I like it.
It's appreciated.
I do like how now we have another final form scene that is basically the writer getting their ass kicked on Transform. Because we had this whole thing against Suga when Valen was getting his final form, where the two of them fought Suga on Transformed. And now we have Magen versus Shoma. And that scene of Shoma's Gavv just catching the sword.
Bro, that was raw. I watched that and I was like, oh, that's raw.
Also, I laughed my ass off when Satsuka was like, it has 100 times power, and Inigo and Neely was like, oh, say no more.
Oh my!
Let me bend over so you don't see how interested I am with this right now.
Oh my goodness! Oh.
But yeah, no, Dente pulled out his own teeth to make this power up, and we get over Gavv, which honestly, of the two final forms, I enjoy over Gavv more as a form. It looks.
Gonna have to agree, 100%.
I think orange just looks better.
I think it works better, but I like the fact that he can switch between the two.
Yeah, it's going to be a hell for the budget for future fights. Like they're going to pick one or two forms to just use without all the CG for like a few episodes after the fight during like go.
Oh yeah,
like they definitely spent their budget on the Lango fight.
100%. Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, about the teeth. He's been Dente. He's been keeping it from Shoma. He intentionally kept it from Shoma. So when Shoma finds out, he's gonna be devastated.
Well, Shoma did see without. Why didn't Dente just say, "I use my teeth for your power up"? Or something. I don't
know.
I feel like that's a secret that shouldn't be kept. It's one of those things where if they did something where Dente was like wearing like an apron and didn't say, "Oh, I didn't." The cavities, I pulled them out. Right.
Exactly.
Why is Shoma going to be devastated that Dente sacrificed himself for his power up because they have the same goal?
That's true.
It's like my only knock against these episodes, other than over Master Form not looking that great. But the downside to this new power up is Shoma now needs to make 100 new good Chizos every time he uses the power up.
They did a gotta do the cooking by the book round 2.
That buying all the snacks, which by the way, he had a full brown paper bag of snacks, and that was apparently $12. Like, what the heck?
That's insane.
How is that guy making a profit at that treat store?
That's what I want to know. Holy crap.
But
what is going on with that treat that store clerk? Like,
we have been bringing him up for 3 podcasts now. There's going to be a head to that whole story.
Like, I need to know. Next podcast, I need to know.
It's probably not going to be answered next podcast.
For real?
He's going to end up being like Shoma's cousin or something. That's an Inoue-san that's in the area.
Hopefully that's the case. Simple, easy explanation.
Yeah. Magen starts destroying the town and traps a bunch of people.
Committed mass genocide.
Yeah. I mean, the kill count's definitely going up in these episodes because there's no way they saved all 70,000 people from episode 35.
No.
Yeah, no, those. They've already made 1,000. Yeah, they already made 1,000 dark treats from it. So yeah. This show instantly now has a higher kill count than most of the other seasons of Rider. Still hasn't touched Gaim yet. It won't touch Build. It just touches Build's levels of kill counts. Holy shit.
I need to know what the kill count of Build is now.
When we did the podcast, I guesstimated around 18 trillion.
Holy shit.
Because they had to destroy...
They had to destroy the world, didn't they?
They destroyed 2 Earths to create a third, and evil a third planet, which in order to make Shinto understand the power level that he will destroy the Earth, that planet also must have like 5 to 6 trillion people on it.
Oh my god.
So destroying 2 planets to make a third, 2 Earths to make a third, that was the plan. Plus the random planet that Evil threw Shinto to just to show off.
Jesus.
I mean, Gaim has a kill count in the millions. Because one of the episodes during the final 2 episodes is like, this wall has 1 million pictures on it of missing people.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So
I'm counting Kuga. I know Kuga is brutal.
I have not watched Kuga. I need to.
I need to watch Kuga too.
But I don't think it's going to be this level because I think like even the most deadly of the Grongi games was like 200 people.
Oh wow.
We're talking 70,000 people gone in one episode.
I mean, Kuga's not a god.
Yeah.
As far as I know. But
let's see here. So Megan's they realize they can't just force Gochita to come out. Shoma needs to savor the food, so then he just starts forcing himself to savor the food, and they all come out. I also find it weird that Frappe has a time limit. They never established that.
They never established it.
Yeah, so it's weird when he has a time limit now. I don't like that. It's whatever. I do like the 3-rider finisher in this episode. All 3 of them working together to make sure Shoma can land a punch because Gavv is too slow.
And it kind of makes the last batch make sense because they had to establish them 2 having teamwork. Like, yes, the other 2 already had teamwork with Shoma, but not teamwork with themselves. So I appreciate that they made that, I guess, arc where they had their get along shirt, and they used that here.
Oh, you've been watching Shikinger. You got to the get along shirt episode in that. That's in like the 20s.
I don't think I've had a get along shirt yet.
You didn't have isn't there an episode with green and blue having their hands bound together?
Not yet. Not yet.
I thought that was in the 20s.
I think it's in the 40s or 30s. Let me double check.
Because I was going to bring up because you said you were watching Shikinger when we were talking about the get along shirt. And I was trying not to spoil it. And then I spoiled it.
Like episode. Is it this? I'm putting it in Discord.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there.
Oh, that's crazy. I thought that was
37.
How was that 37? What?
I'm about a couple of episodes away from it.
Okay. Never mind then.
Next podcast, I'll be able to talk about it.
Oh, forgot to point out that Gav's punches with this is just devastating. It's freaking Saitama.
Bro literally one-punched it.
Yeah. When he's going against Genos.
I think I saw a video of it. Like somebody put the song over it. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious.
But to finish off the batch, Big Bro's up now. At the end of the episode, the president of the Granite World wants 1 million dark treats.
1 million.
1 million, which, Glad's like, that's so many people. Yeah.
They're gonna get noticed.
They're going to get noticed, and Lego's like, okay, I can do it.
And he's like, I got a plan.
And
Master plan.
And he doesn't care if it reveals themselves to the human world. He's going to do it. And my God, this whole episode's just insane. They kidnap an entire baseball stadium of 33,000 people. They clear out a whole plane. They clear out a whole cruise.
And they blew up a plane too.
They blew up, like, they are full on, like, we're entering the final arc. Like, this is final arc territory.
For real.
Because usually, with Kamen Rider, whenever the status quo super changes, that's when you're in the final arc. But
it's scary to me that we're so close to the end of Gavv.
Oh no! And Zetas, again, we said this in the last podcast. Zetas is going to put their feet in some massive size 32 shoes, and it's going to be like, how am I going to ride or kick in this? Like,
for real.
One of the things I do like about this batch, and it's like whenever we talk about the better seasons of Kamen Rider, is when the season feels all connected. Even the filler episodes are connected because we get in this batch the Ritsu. I cannot pronounce her name. I cannot pronounce anyone's names if you haven't realized that.
That's a freaking mood.
She comes back in this episode asking for more help, and we haven't seen her since episode 2.
When she got scared.
Yep. And then the mom from episode 1, the kid's mom, makes a post, saying that Kamen Rider is a good guy, saved her son. I like it when seasons do that because, like, 0-1 did this whole connected world thing. Double does it super well. Gaim does it to an extent, but that's also because almost everyone in Gaim is a Kamen Rider, so it's not like there's filler characters. I do like how for some reason they decide that instead of doing the Gochizo screaming out the episode title on the bottom of the screen, it's just on this TV screen with a J-Rock horse band.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck? What am I watching?
The writer's disguised fetish. That's what it's something like that.
Oh my goodness.
What else is going on? So Blanco's going all out. Tens of thousands are missing.
Lango's pulling a 9/11.
He's pulling 9/11s. He's pulling every single terrorist thing.
For real. You mentioned Lakia's Lakia and his
guilt. He's feeling all the guilt in this episode.
I wonder if he's was it this episode that he was learning Japanese?
He was learning Japanese?
He was learning Japanese. Like he was reading a textbook and all of that. And doing like I think it was like 6th grade Japanese language.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that because I was more focused on the subtitles at 2x speed.
Yeah, it was like he's basically wanting to. I personally think he's going to integrate himself into the human world, and probably wants to leave his Granite past behind.
I mean, he has no one in the Granite world.
Yeah,
he only has
he's
his
being
brother.
hunted.
Yeah, well, not even just that. He now has, Shoma and Valen and the pudding kid.
All these people.
Yeah, he has a family now, but he feels guilty because he knows the only. Again, this goes to the fact that they know what the plans are ahead of time. This is any other season of Rider. How are you kidnapping all these people? But what do you mean, you gave us the ingredients? Like that would have been any other season of Rider before this one. That would have been how they discovered the toxins being used from Lakia. What do you mean, Lakia? You gave us the ingredient, whatever, right? And then Q, freak crash out from Lakia, right?
Exactly. That would be how it would be any other writer season. But no, they planned it.
Yeah. And Lakia realizes, hey, he's using my toxins. They weaponize my toxins somehow. Hey, Dente, can you make a antidote for my toxins, please? That kind of stuff. But because Lakia feels all this guilt, Lakia is also worried. Hey, does Satsuka know I was the bad guy earlier? And like it's really impacting him. I think this is also, while we are having Shoma's Final Form arc, we are getting the little sprinkles of Lakia's Final Form arc. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And have you seen his final form yet?
Yeah, well, it was on the poster they put out, which
okay.
I'm not a fan of them showing the forms on the poster before they're revealed.
I wish they would save it.
Yeah, save it or make variations of the poster, like maybe have like a version of the poster where he's still in his regular form, and then once they reveal the final form, update the poster with it.
Exactly. I'm right there with you.
Or maybe like just shade out his final form, let us know, hey, he's getting a final form. Because I didn't think he was going to get a final form. I
was shocked too.
Yeah, I thought they were going to just leave him as is, and if they were following Build's structure, give him his dessert form for the final, batch of episodes.
But I think we're gonna get it probably sooner.
It has to be sooner. His belt's broken.
Oh yeah. You're right. It is literally cracked.
I thought they were going to drag that out a little bit longer because it feels weird because we're in Shoma's Final Form arc at the end of 35, while Lango is just untransformed, not even having a sweat, just swinging his sword around like it's nobody's business. Breaks the Vlam driver for Vram, right?
Vram, yeah. Breaks the driver, sends Hanto flying, and then just stomps on Shoma.
Yeah. Oh god, that scene so fucking cold.
Then the plane flying over, and him saying, "You should have never been born. You were a mistake." Oh,
cold, fucking cold.
I love it.
No, Lanko was definitely giving final boss energy here. Any other season, that would have been the final obstacle with how he was just handling them all.
See, and I feel like there's so many, like there's 3 characters that I can see being the final boss of Gavv. I could see possibly Nelv. Nelv is like my least guaranteed. Then obviously the Granite World boss.
The president, yeah.
Yeah, the president. And then Lengo. I could see Lengo coming back because they didn't give him a scar for no reason.
Yeah, no, he's definitely coming back. Like the scar was there, and then I do love Jeep's reaction. Like Jeep definitely was trying to get Gavv killed, but inadvertently ruined not only Lango's plans but his wife's plans.
For real.
I don't see. I see Jeep not having a good time in the next batch of episodes.
I don't see Jeep lasting another batch. I'm just going to be honest.
No.
If he miraculously lasts the next batch, I'll be shocked. I think, though, he's going to be debuting a new form soon.
Well, because during the next times for 36, we do see him fighting again. No, but go ahead. We're skipping ahead, but yeah. The fight with Overgav and Lango in 35 is just
cinema.
Yeah, no. The fact that Gavv uses all of his energy to break through all those barriers, just gets stopped by Lango finally pulling out his transformation. And then Shoma taking that idea and using Sorbet to make 1 billion walls to try and block the chest blast.
He learned though quick, which I have to compliment Shoma. He's very quick.
Plane scene. Can we talk about the plane scene? So Shoma runs on the plane. There's a shot of the first row. Shoma runs past to try and get to the granules that are taking the people from the plane. And then Lango's like, hey, I've been here the whole time. And it's like he stands up from the row, but then if you go back 30 seconds, he's not in that chair. But then all of a sudden, he's so in
weird. That it's so weird. Also, how did Shoma get through TSA so quickly? Like, bro, what airport are you in?
Definitely not an American one.
No. Oh my goodness. But
but another 200 people missing.
Millions dead.
So many people dead. And then 36F, here's your first 1,000 dark treats. It took almost 70,000 people to make 1,000 dark treats.
And he wanted 1 million, right?
Yeah.
Bro was wanting to wipe out the whole entire human race. And here's my question. Why are they only looking in Japan?
Because that's where the Kamen Riders are, and if they start going other places, then it's going to be
like that's something that never made sense to me. Like
any other season of Rider, it's the same story.
Like, why don't you try to develop a door that leads to, I don't know, the United States, China, anywhere else?
I think it's implied that no one else is happy in the world. That's it.
It has to be. And I don't know where Lingo's gonna get that many presses to make 1 million dark treats with the population of Japan. Oh man.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be crazy, and 36 is also a crazy episode. Because Jeep decides to give Shoma the plans on where Mango's gonna hit next.
I found that weird. Like,
well, it's because Jeep wants Shoma to die.
Yeah, I get that he wants revenge on Lango, but at the same time he wants Shoma to die. So it's just like, I don't get what his plan was with that. Like, either way, you're fucked.
Yeah. Also, with how strong Lango is, and he said that their standing is based on power. Like, how fucking strong is the president?
That's why I'm like, is he going to be the final villain? Is he going to be the final boss? Like, what? Who's going to be the final boss? So many characters that it could be the final boss.
This is going to turn into a revise where we get one final boss into another final boss and another final boss.
And then somehow Honto is going to become the final villain.
So throughout this episode, Shoma is definitely taking Lango's words to heart. It also doesn't help that the internet is also against the Kamen Riders.
And I like how they brought up Bitter Gavv, because it just shows the impact that he made on Shoma's perception.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
This is where all the people that Shoma's helped sends out messages saying that they the Kamen Rider, including the person who was being scanned by the date. Handful of other people in there, including the kid's mom.
That
From
was
episode 1.
It was reassuring that she doesn't think he's a monster. I love that.
Yeah, no, it. I love these scenes, like this the 01 version with all the good humor gears reaching out to create Metal Cluster Hopper. It's such a good scene. It's such a powerful scene because it makes even the filler episodes feel more important.
It really does. I appreciate it. And then how those affect the power up.
Oh yeah, no. So I love how there's a paradise inside the power up, and they're all just lounging around a hot tub and a resort, and there's a hotel. Like, what the fuck?
What is this? What in the world?
Someone, Junko was like, so this is what I imagine inside the Pokeballs like.
For
but
real.
Imagine this.
All snacks.
They're attacking this J-Rock group's venue. They get there in time. Dente gives out gas masks so they're not affected by the toxin. They all go off and fight their own individual fights. Shoma runs the Lego, gives a speech, and my God, this speech is so good. It's so good that it moves the Gochizos inside the vial to tears, so it flips upside down. And we get Overmaster.
Is it Overmaster or is it Master Gavv? Because I had people in my comment section telling me it was just Master Gavv.
I don't know. It's probably Master Gavv, but then all the toys were calling it Overmaster.
See, that's why I was confused. I was like, is it Overmaster or is it Master Form? I know it's a Master Form.
Master just sounds so generic for a form, though.
Exactly. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Apparently, it's just called Master Mode. It's called Gochi Pod Master Mode. Okay.
I'm just going to call it Overmaster.
I like that.
It sounds a lot better. I don't like the suit, though. The suit does not look great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. It does not look good in action. Well, I like how it's used with the orange one.
Yeah, no, it's he has 2 modes. He has super speed, and then he has
super strength.
But instead of excelling in both, he can only excel in one. So it's very similar to Rabbit Tank.
And I think the best way to compare it would be Gaze Revive.
True, yeah, Shupu and Power, yeah, same thing there.
I
mean, even that toy flipped upside down. So
literally the best way to describe it.
But I think they went with too light of a purple. I think they should have gone with a little darker of a purple.
I could agree 100%.
Give him that lighter purple when he's speeding around, but maybe the suit will look better in some darker scenes, like if they fight in the Granite world with it.
Hopefully, I'm hoping that. I'm not looking forward to where what I want to know now is what they're gonna do for the movie form.
No, they probably will combine both.
Oh man.
Yeah, actually have a combined version of both. Like give him the purple body, but like the orange fists.
That would be insane.
Or they just do something completely different, kind of like the Geats, the
Geats 9, whatever the hell it is.
Not Boost 9, the rainbow one from the movie against Doom Geats.
Against Doomsgeats?
Was it Doomsgeats or was it?
See, because I know Geats had a movie form.
I'm looking up now. 1 second.
Is it the one that
he's still white. It's still his boost 9.
It's the one
But
with all the others. Geets Onus.
Onus, that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It could be something like that.
His Gotchard form.
Is that? Oh, because he uses a card. That's right.
Yeah, this is his Gotchard form. So bad that that's his Gotchard form.
So who knows? Maybe a movie form will have a Zetus toy connected to it.
That would be cool. I'd be down for it.
But yeah, no, super speed. We get the super insane fight here with Lango.
He had one move that I loved. It was when he threw the sword and then super sped to catch it and then slashed Lango. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, no, the whole fight is just insane. Like this is another final form that can use any of the previous weapons. That's been
Has
done a
everything.
lot. Yeah, it is definitely just what kind of insane fights can we do with this? Which I don't know what they're going to do for future episodes. I've said this probably a dozen times while covering this show with you guys, but every time there's a new fight scene that is just insane like this, I'm like, okay, you don't have to have every fight scene like this, but as long as you guys keep doing a fight scene like this, like once every 2 or 3 episodes, I'm okay with this. Now I don't know what they're going to do. Like the bar is just so high up that you have a nosebleed trying to look up and see it.
Oh my god. For real. I need to know what could they do, because don't they normally like give them a preview the ability that they give them, like their secondary ability to the form the episode or 2 after?
Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to get more stuff for Master coming up here. Like we were saying that this was the final form arc. Now we have the full final form in picture. I mean, there's probably going to be more stuff about it. Like, we're probably going to see him uppercut with over Gavv to, him speeding up and then doing a rider kick that way or something. I don't know.
Peak.
He does use the master form in his not master, but the over form in his master finisher, because all those orange biles that he bounces off of is the over juice. I
noticed that.
Jelly juice.
That's the best way to describe it. The gummy.
Yeah. Then also it turns into a WWE ring and him just bouncing off all the...
legit. That was what bingo, my goodness.
And then he absorbs all of it into his kick, and so his kick has the same power as over. But while this goes on, Vlan's belt is now fully broken. And Jeep has a freak out, and holy shit. That the fact that Jeep ruined this trying to get the presses, that's definitely come back and bite him in the ass.
I wonder what the reaction of the people in the president and Lizelle, like, will this lead to a divorce arc or
divorce arc?
Like, we already have a divorce arc going on in Gojuger. What's going to happen in Gavv?
We're going to have to find out next week, because we're probably going to get more into Vlam's final form arc, because he's powerless now. He might use the belt one more time for the belt to break mid-fight fully.
If the belt just explodes mid-fight, I will legit say he's the best rider. Like, bro's using a broken belt, and then he's going to explode it, bruh.
We don't get that many arcs like that where like the tools are damaged. Like Once a Ranger kind of episode.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
The Power Ranger special.
Yeah. Well, no. There's an episode of Power Rangers in space. where
Oh,
Adam comes. It's called Once a Ranger. I want to say it's Once a Ranger. I could be completely wrong, but Adam comes back and he realizes he needs to help the Black Space Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
But his Myomorphin morpher is just foobarred. But he still forces himself to transform with the foobar morpher, and like it's basically wrecking his body while he's fighting with the Black and Space Ranger as the Black Myomorphin Power Ranger, but with a broken belt. It's actually one of the few really good Ranger episodes because it's of course it's original footage.
It's in space.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out then.
let me see if I can. Always a chance, not always a Ranger. Always a chance. Nope, wait. That's not it. Oh, come on. Don't be dumb right now, Google.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, he does the transformation and all that, and like it's wrecking his body while he's fighting. Like mid-fight, it'll just cut to Johnny Young Bosch, and then back into his suit.
Oh my, that's crazy. I like that though.
Doesn't look like they transferred the belt over, but yeah, there's this whole thing where Alpha like, no, you can't. It'll hurt you. No,
And lo and behold, it doesn't hurt him.
Well, no, it completely wrecks him. He gets his power back later because Rangers and the crossover and overdrive and crap like that. But no, it is one of the few like you saw that Token Nation may have said it was one of the top 5 greatest Power Ranger battles.
Oh,
but yeah, that's going to be Vlam's thing in the next few episodes, probably.
Bro, if he uses it though, I'll be happy.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I want to see him like get shot or some shit.
I mean, besides the one like basketball 2-parter, like every single one of these episodes just keeps getting better and better.
Mm-hmm. Probably going to be top 5 seasons for me easily.
I mean, I've already said this is my number 1. I've already told the build group that Gavv is like build, but makes build mid.
Legit. It's literally, I don't think Zets is going to have so much to come after. Like, it's going to have to be fucking amazing.
We're going to be watching Zets and just we have to remind ourselves not to be negative because of how good the previous season was.
Literally, we were eating.
Hey,
and then people are going to say it's
because
shit.
of snacks.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even intend that.
I got any other final thoughts?
I can't wait for the next batch. It's going to be peak. We got a movie trailer. Hopefully the movie is good. It looks like it's going to be alternate world shenanigan.
We're going to have to get the gang back together for that because more than likely that movie's not going to get translated until
December.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we get a winter movie. What I would like to see is them do a Gavv movie.
That's too late for Gavv.
I think what I would like for them to do is have it with, you know how Sentai does theirs?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
But the thing is, Sentai does theirs the same way Riders did theirs, where there's a movie early in a new season with the previous team.
Mm-hmm.
Rider does theirs late in the season.
Yeah.
With the previous team. That's right. And then that team comes back the later year. Whereas Ryder always does theirs around the time the super form happens.
Exactly. So what I want is final form and a final form working together.
That would be cool. Because it's always funny because, like, we did the X-Aid build movie, and here's, Invincible X-Aid next to, Soda Bill.
Like, it feels like for me, it feels like they have to nerf the rider, the previous rider.
They do. They really do.
Like, the Gotchard movie, Geets didn't get nerfed. He kind of got nerfed, but not really.
Well, the thing is, sometimes they also they just do a new form and just say the new forms are as equal powers, which is why we got that awful to look at Super O's, Super Tataba, and then we got Super Rocket Forze.
Oh yeah, the one where it's just a big giant rocket.
No, it's two rockets. Both his hands are rockets, and he's orange.
Yeah, that ugly ass form.
Well, the Super Tataba is just
Super Tatabas. Ooh, I agree.
And then during the years where there was arguments over what his final form was, people still tried to fight and say Super Tataba was his final form. Ooh.
I mean, technically speaking, I don't want to get into that debate. I think it's Putotera.
It's Putotera. It's
okay.
That's what the writers intended, and then Toei saw all the arguments online and decided to make memes about it for 10 years.
See, and I loved Tajidor, but it's Putotera.
That was what it was intended. It came out in the final form episode slot. It does not work with any of the other forms, just like how you can't really use any other stuff with Extreme, even though the manga's changed that. But the net movies, the actor for Shotaro goes into detail that final forms are meant to be unique. It just goes on, but yeah, no, it's Putotera, and then I love how every time they brought O's back for like a Legend Rider special, and they do a final form thing, they kept trading between Tradador and Putotera, like back and forth.
Didn't they do it once in the Zio movie with Dild?
Yeah, no, they did. He had, I think that one was Putotera. No, that one was Tradador, but like Wizard was Putotera. But then Wizard also fucked up the Dino final form.
Oh yeah, because don't they have Climax and then line? What is it? Liner and then
Liner form is only with Ryotaro.
Yeah.
If it's just Momotaro, he doesn't have Ryotaro to be liner form. His liner form was created because Ryotaros can't use the images.
That's right. That's
Momotaro's final form is Super Climax form. Sorry, I always hated that bit with Wizard, but I also hate all of Wizard. But anyway, so normally I ask Fresno what's going on Mondays because that's the easiest transition to plugs, but it's just you and I. So what's going on with your theory video?
Well, I'm planning to figure out eventually. I'm going to sit down today or tomorrow, figure out who I think each of the Gavv writers are going to fight, who's going to be their final boss, and who is actually going to be the final boss of Gavv, who are they going to be facing and all of that. And yeah, that's what my plan is. I'm trying to get that out soon.
Something tells me Goliath is going to swap sides.
See, I don't know. I think Galata is going to be...
She is breaking over her family.
I think she could. But I also see her facing off against Vram.
Valen. No, I think it's going to be a rematch for. It'll be a perfect booking for Valen because Valen got his ass kicked in episode 6.
That could be the case. I would love to see her take on either of those two.
Mm-hmm.
It would be poetic to see him take on Nell.
Yeah, the Shuga connection.
Yeah. Well, I think what's going to happen is Nelv and Suga. Well, I think Suga is still alive, but that's a whole nother topic.
No, I think he's dead. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know. I could see it.
They're going to give his flashback though because they threw out the fucking baby when he died. So I mean, they're not done with Shuga, but I don't think Shuga is coming back.
I don't think.
Or if he does, he's going to be like like an AI thing in Neely's final plan or something.
That's how I think he's going to come back. But I think he's going to ally with Hanto. And Hanto is going to face off against Nyleev because he thinks that Hanto is worthless. He has said that before in these batches. He doesn't think he's powerful at all. He's basically fodder, essentially. So I think he's going to face off against him, and then Glata will face off against Lakia. Had to think of his name for a second. And then Shoma will take on Jeep.
If they're really going down the build route, they're going to make a clone of Kamen, and that's going to be Lakia's big fight because Grease fought the Crow Trio as his final fight.
I would like that. Maybe.
Yeah.
What do you have going on?
Yeah, I mean, I recorded a video of Frez doing some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. We played horribly. We had an idea of maybe doing a series where we did mirror matches, where we play the same sets of cards of the archetype. And the thing is, we both haven't really played competitive Yu-Gi-Oh in like 14 years, and we were never pros even way back when. So we definitely fucked up hard in the video, and I am dreading editing it because it is embarrassing. It is bad. Anyway,
just cut out all the bad parts.
Well, the video will only be a minute long. I might do some more Kimco reviews. I got 2 more games that they sent me. One is a 13-year-old game that they're pouring.
Jesus, that's old.
Yeah, and I've reviewed 2 of their other ports. They do no changes while pouring, so it's the same horrible UI for the mobile version and at the PC version that they're pouring to.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, it's bad. The other one seems interesting. I'm kind of interested in reviewing that one. For Reigns plugs, we just got done covering the first half of the season finale of this season of Doctor Who, Wish World. So that podcast is going to be up on his channel probably tomorrow. Fresno is still doing Mega Man. They are going to be playing another Mega Man game tomorrow. They didn't confirm or deny, but I did predict that they're playing Mega Man X5 tomorrow.
Ooh, fun.
Well, last week we did predict that Frez was going to be doing Mega Man the Power Fighters, which we did predict that one. So it's kind of funny if I do predict 2 of these in a row. I'm trying to think. Second did a collab with Seventh Vampire on Seventh Vampire's channel. Have you heard of Seventh Vampire?
I have. He does a bunch of rock covers, if I'm correct.
Yep, they went into the 0-1 well, and second did cover of the Shining Hopper theme.
Oh, that's amazing.
I have no singing talent. Even though a woman at my roommate's U.S. citizen naturalization, because we had to sing the national anthem as the whole chorehouse, like this like Dutch woman was like, "You're a good singer." Thanks. No one's ever told me that before. Thank you. I'm tone deaf. Thank you. I'm actually tone deaf. So Second did that. I'm sure Second's also working on some other stuff for their channel very slowly. I think
music
that's all
takes a while. Music takes a while to make, so.
Oh yeah. And I think that does it for all of us for plugs. I know half of them weren't here to cover the plugs, but you know. I don't even know why I plugged Fresno. Fresno isn't in the Gavv reviews.
You just wanted to mention him.
No, here's the thing. This is my third podcast this week. Speaking of, if you guys haven't, this is probably going to be released like a few hours after I release podcast 50, where we cover Shin Kamen Rider, the episodic version.
Is there any difference, by the way, of that?
They added like almost 10 minutes of new scenes, and they gave like a if Kamen Rider 2+1 had their own intro. That's the credits sequence. They actually a year after they released the movie, they went back and filmed the credits, and the actor for Nigo came back to basically film what would have been the intro to Kamen Rider 2+1.
Oh man, now I gotta rewatch it.
I gave you
something to do.
I may have or may not have let you borrow my Blu-ray.
Yeah,
wink,
borrow.
Wink. No, but it's a much different beast episodically, because that's how the guy Ano envisioned it.
Episodic.
Yeah, because that's how the manga is. The manga is very episodic. If you haven't read the manga,
I didn't even know there was a manga, but now I do.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I'll be making sure to read it.
If you can't find it, there's a classic collection 50th anniversary edition of the Kamen Rider manga. First time it was like fully translated for American audiences. It has all the chapters from Ishin Mori's original work, with the first chapter done in color. It has a bunch of side stuff. So like when the show popped off, he basically got tired of doing the manga. So it just randomly ends on a very weird sour note, like Ichigo Nigo beats the final boss, and the volcano base that the boss was in is exploding. They're like, "Oh crap, we were supposed to save the doctor that's in this volcano to save this one kid." Well, it's too late now. Well, the kid lived his fullest life. That's all we can say. The end. What?
That's
it's crazy. That's how the manga ends. Yeah, actually, wait. I just pulled it up. Oh no, wait. We never nabbed the doctor who could say Koji-kun. Volcano explodes. Cut to a shot of a dead body in the hospital. Ruriko is crying. Prime Minister is saying he's resigned. You know, whatever. It's all right. He lived his short life to the fullest he could in his own way. That thing, the thing that's sad is realizing that humanity has been using science as a weapon of civilization to fight against the wrong enemies. That end. That's it.
Damn.
That's how. Because Ishimori had a thing where he just wanted to do different projects all the time. That's why he created Kikaider. He created all these. He did so many mangas, so many other stuff. And then the thing is that's my assumption. He went on to the next thing he wanted to do. Or Shonen Jump canceled the manga, which is also kind of weird, because apparently the show was really popping off at the time. Because Ishimori made a whole bunch of serial TV mangas.
Wait, it was in Shonen Jump?
Yeah.
Kamen Rider was in Shonen Jump?
Yeah. So
What?
so there's quote unquote kindergarten manga that Ishimori made. It's only they're each 3 pages long, and it's like, I'm the evil Spider-Man spider. I'm the hero of justice. I'll stop you, runner kick. Yay! That's it.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, if you have the original manga is a treat.
I'll have to read it. It's by Ishimori.
Yeah, it's his original work.
I'll have to read it. Is it on Amazon?
Probably.
I'll have to read it then.
I know my emo artist bought me my it's even hardcover. My hardcover copy for my birthday like 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay. I'll have to check it out then.
Because we found it in a bookstore in St. Louis. Here, I'm just going to send you a picture in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what you're looking for. But yeah, no. It's fun stuff. Spoiler alert, I was not a fan of Shin Kamen Rider.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the action's great, but I feel like they changed too much and it kind of spoiled the original vision. Which I understand is an adaptation. If you loved it, you loved it. It's just like I wasn't a fan of the Batman Begins trilogy, even though I know a lot of people love the Batman Begins trilogy. But I absolutely love Robert Pattinson's Batman. I thought that was one of the best movies from a couple years ago. You know,
I gotcha. I
yeah.
gotcha. Oh, I've seen that before.
The manga, yeah.
I've seen the manga before. It's in stores. I'll have to pick it up.
Yeah, no, and that's everything that was ever put to manga for the original Kamen Rider. Again, Ichiro Mori went back to doing Kamen Rider mangas with like Sky Rider.
Mm-hmm.
He did the Sky Rider manga because, well, I mean, spoiler alert: the final boss of Shin Kamen Rider is Kamen Rider Zerogo.
Zerogo.
Yeah, Ichigo Nigo Zerogo.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. That's the butterfly.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. He calls himself Zerogo, but Ishimori originally was going to have Zerogo be in the manga and actually gave an explanation of the backstory of Zerogo. Basically, it was the first attempt at Midorikawa trying to do Kamen Rider, and the guy was in so much pain and so much disarray that Midorikawa euthanized him.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Dark.
You've seen Shin Kamen Rider.
Shin Kamen Rider does get dark very quickly.
Yeah. I mean, the manga is also pretty dark too. The manga is not as near as gory as the movie, though. But yeah, other than that, don't forget to follow us all. Links are below, and we'll see you guys next time for the next batch of Gavv.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.